Hey y'all, so while I make my coffee, I wanted to talk to y'all about something. It has come to my attention that, let me ask y'all something. Before I get there, let me ask you a question. Have you ever found yourself saying, I know I need to change, I just don't know how? Or better yet, have you ever heard yourself saying, I'm tired of surviving, I'm ready to start living? I'm gonna let that sit right there. If you have, please put in the comments. If you've ever found yourself saying any of those four things, right? Um, I ask that because it's come to my attention, right, that people don't know what trauma coaching is, and that's what I am. I specialize in trauma coaching. And when it was brought to my attention, I was like, how don't people know what trauma coaching is? I'm making my coffee. How people don't know what trauma coaching is, like, does that mean they don't know what trauma is? Well, if that is the case, then this conversation is for you. I came to you today with this conversation intentionally so we can get this out of the way, because if you don't know why you are drawn to this content but you keep finding yourself at this content, it's probably because you suffer from some type of trauma and what I'm saying to you resonates on a deeper level. Or maybe you're just a family member who, or loved one or friend who supports me deeply, and you find yourself looking at my videos, listening to my videos, whatever the case may be. Hopefully you're not just liking them and then keeping it pushing, right? I digress. I I want to talk about that today. Um, for those of you who are new here, my name is April, and my name is April Harris, and I am the founder. I said founder. I am tired. I am the founder of IURW. IURW is intentional, unapologetic, rooted woman, rooted in the woman that you already are, not in the woman that you think you want to become. I'll say that this time. I'm turning this into an enterprise, but that's soon to come. You'll see. And today, y'all, I have a question that I beg to ask. Do you know what exactly a trauma coach is? And I want to talk about it. What's that? 3, 6. I need like 8 sugars in my coffee. I had a very long day. Just had a very exhausting, energetically exhausting conversation. And I mean, that's what I do. That's what I'm here for. That's what I signed up for. Which, by the way, if you ever hear me say that this is energetically exhausting, I signed up for that. That's fine. That's a part of coaching. That's what it looks like. So we're going to start from the basics. We're going to start off with, what is trauma? When people hear the word trauma, they often think of one major event. Like, I got into a car accident and I had to get my hip replaced, or my teeth got knocked out in the front, or I was in a fight and my arm got dislocated, or I was standing at the store and some boys jumped me, or some girls jumped me, or I got smacked in the face by my baby father, and all I could do was sit there and be stunned. I didn't fight back like I normally would. Yeah, sometimes that is what it is, right? But sometimes trauma is growing up in a home where you never felt safe. Let me say it again. Sometimes trauma is growing up in a home where you never felt safe. Sometimes it's being constantly criticized. Sometimes it's living with emotional neglect. Experiencing abuse of any kind: physical, sexual, emotional, mental, spiritual. Woo, that's a doozy, because that one comes disguised as help and often causes harm. Sometimes it's witnessing violence. Sometimes it's being the victim of violence. Sometimes it's losing somebody that you love dearly unexpectedly, whether it be your best friend, your mother, your cousin, your grandmother. Sometimes it's bullying. Sometimes it's being betrayed by somebody you trusted. You called it a friend or a loved one, right? It could be your boss, but you trusted them, and it's the betrayal that sets on the trauma, because it's the following things also that matter. Sometimes it's abandonment, because it no one person is the same. So how I feel about something may not be how you feel about something, and it may not affect us the same way. Sometimes, y'all, trauma is living in survival mode for years. That is traumatizing. It regulates your nervous system. You'll never be the same unless you intentionally get back to where you need to be. Which brings us to EFT tapping, because I also am an instructor of EFT ceramic tapping, which drains your lymphatic system, but it also regulates your nervous system. Let's be clear. Okay? Sometimes trauma is not only what has happened to you, it is also what should have happened but didn't. Have you ever heard somebody say, man, that's supposed to have been me? That was supposed to have been me. That wasn't supposed to be them. That's traumatizing. Maybe nobody protected you. That's traumatizing. Maybe no one believed you. That's traumatizing. Maybe no one taught you how to love yourself. Maybe no one showed you what a healthy relationship looked like. So you think arguing, fighting, fussing, bickering back and forth, that's the love. We love each other. Go back a little bit further. What got you to that point? Just ask yourself that. I need to. Maybe this is not the time to be doing this, but we're just going to do it this way because my daughter had her mouth on it and I just don't trust it. That's just what it is. Those experiences, y'all, can affect how we think, how we trust, how we are, how we parent, how we see ourselves, how we maneuver through this world on a daily basis with the masks that we choose to put on to deal with all different types of people. Not even deep and dig, if we dig a little bit deeper, we put a mask on our face when we deal with these types of people, because that type of person is a representation of the person or people that participated in the initial trauma. You only have a reason to pick up a mask and put it on if you feel like you're protecting yourself from something. I was going to set that there real quick so you can just let that settle in your soul. Excuse me. So now, right, that brings us to, what is a trauma coach? A trauma coach is me, someone who helps people move forward after a difficult life experience or life experiences by providing support, encouragement, practical tools, accountability, and strategies for personal growth. As a trauma coach, I don't diagnose mental health. I don't diagnose mental health conditions. I will not and cannot replace a therapist of any kind. Okay. Instead, I work alongside women who are ready to build healthier habits, strengthen their confidence, set meaningful goals, okay, and intentionally create a different future. Intentionally create a different future. Let that sizzle on your soul for a second while I take a sip of my coffee. Think about it like this. Therapy, right? Therapy often helps people process and heal from things from the past. Okay? Trauma coaching helps people intentionally build what comes next. Yes, we will go back and identify that thing because you can't get to the root of a problem without looking at the root of the problem. So it's important to get to the root so that you can move forward, because that's the loop. That's the whole loop thing of it all. You don't know why you still going in a circle. So you just keep going in that circle and repeating the same behaviors that was repeated before you and repeated before them and often repeated before that generation. Okay? Many people benefit from both. Yes, you can have a trauma coach. You can have a coach and a therapist at the same time. They can work side by side or separately, but on the same topic, if you will, on the same thing, if you will, but from different angles, because they look at it from different perspectives most times. Now, who do I serve? Let me tell you who my target audience is. My heart is especially for teen girls who are trying to discover who they are, young women who are learning to trust themselves, okay? Because I am a survivor of 9 sexual assaults throughout my entire life. Not just one setting. All of them ain't happen the same. All of them ain't happen by people close to me. It ain't even like that. I promise you. Once I break this down to y'all in the story time, y'all gonna be like, oh, that's what she meant. That's what I meant. I meant what I said. Just really, period. Because I am intentional when I say something, and I am unapologetic when I say it as well. And in being that, I have to be very conscious and careful of what I say, to make sure that it's truthful. Not just my truth, but the truth. I digress. My heart is especially for single mothers carrying the weight of raising children while trying to heal themselves. It's a hard journey, but we need company. We need company, not for the encouragement, not just for the encouragement, let me say it that way, not just for accountability, but for soundboards, because only somebody who can identify with where you are can be a proper soundboard for you. Because not everybody knows that when you come to them, you don't want a response. You just want somebody to listen. You're not looking for nobody to fix nothing. You just want to get it off your chest. But only somebody who can identify with where you are, what you have been through, can be that proper soundboard for you. Okay? Women who quietly tell themselves, my children deserve better than what I experienced as a child. That's what I'm especially here for. If that's in your heart, I want you to know something. I want you to know that the fact that you're asking that question already and today says something beautiful about you. It means that you're thinking beyond yourself. It means that you're thinking about legacy. Okay? It means that you have the capacity to still expand. It means that regardless of all the things that you've been through, your heart is not cold. So there is hope. What we work on together, I want to be clear. What me and my clients work on together, we work on focus building. What is that? We focus on building practical, sustainable change. I consider that focus building. Everybody's building. You building one thing or another. You're going to either build a life of destruction, chaos, and turmoil, or you're going to build a life of freedom, peace, and expansion, abundance. Almost look mystical and magical when they go that way. Positivity. People like to call you a witch when you feel like that. We'll talk about that another day. We may work on things like building healthy boundaries, rebuilding self-worth, learning emotional regulation skills, identifying unhelpful patterns, identifying the root, identifying unhealthy patterns, developing confidence, setting personal goals, okay? Creating healthier routines, strengthening communication, parenting with intention, not just doing it because it was done to you and you survived. Sure you did, with thousands of dollars of therapy behind you. Oh, absolutely you did, with the whole nightstand full of medication to put you to sleep every night. Most certainly you did. With your favorite ice cream tucked in the back of the daggone freezer just in case you having a bad day. I get it. Been there, done that. I get it. I'm not without bad days. The difference is when I'm having a bad day, I intentionally correct my mindset. Because the glass could be half empty unless you look at it halfway full. I'm just saying. We're gonna work on things like learning to move from survival toward purpose. Ding ding ding. For real. Healing doesn't happen overnight. Okay, it happens with little steps. Sometimes it's little step, major step, then back to the little steps. Progress is progress over here. Progress is progress over here. Okay. At the IURW Enterprise, because I told y'all that's what I'm doing. I'm going to touch every part of your life so we can change you to a new. It ain't easy. It's challenging. And I'm not saying I got it all together and I got it all right. But I've been well on this journey. And I promise you I can help you where you are, especially if you're starting. If you are at the beginning of this thing, if you don't know where to start, I am your girl. This is where you want to be. I'm not going to put no razzle dazzle on it. I'm not going to blow no smoke up your ass. I'm not doing it. I'm going to keep it real cut to the chaser. I was raised by people who call spades, spades, clubs, hearts. And if it's not a diamond, we call it a cubic zirconian. Period. It's still pretty. It's just not a diamond. I digress. We believe healing around here, okay? It's about more than recovering from your past. It's about becoming rooted, intentional, unapologetic. We don't ask what's wrong with you. No. Now, if I ever ask you if you become my client, now listen, I'm playful sometimes. So if you become my client, which I hope that you do, especially if you don't know where to start, I got you. And I have it where it ain't gonna cost you an arm and a leg because I genuinely want to help you, but I do have to help. I do have to pay my bills, so I have a tier system. Because you ain't got to. Maybe you don't need me for 30 days. Maybe you can see only needing me for one conversation. I got you. Don't worry about it. And it's going to cost you less than what it would cost you to eat a meal. I promise. Instead of asking what is wrong with you though, unless I'm playing with you and like I'm just trying to figure out what you're not, you'll get to know to know me is to let me. Instead of asking you what's wrong with you though, I want to know what happened to you genuinely. I want to know what kind of life, okay, you want to build. What kind of life do you want to build from here, knowing all the things and experiencing all the things that you've already experienced to get you here? What's the life that you desire? Because that's what I'm going to help you get to. I told somebody the other day, I deal in expansion. My desire is only to enhance you. I have no desire to take anything from you because I love being exactly who I am. I love me so much that I love you. I'm going to let that sink in too. See, when I ask you that question, it changes everything. You're no longer thinking about the things that you've been through, even though you've been through them, because you are the living existence of what you've been through. You are the person that you are because of the things that you have experienced. But when I ask you what you want to build from here, it changes everything. It changes everything. Because now you're looking forward instead of behind you. That's positive already. We're in a positive, going in a positive direction already. Just with that. And that's what I'm here to do, baby. And all I ask really is that people give me the opportunity. If you know I'm talking to you, I ask that you give me the opportunity to work with you. I do. I have a message to the single mother. And I hope you're here to listen to me. I hope you made it this far in the video because I have something I want to tell you. If you are a single mother watching this, I do want to speak directly to you. I know how heavy it can feel. Trust me, I have 6 children. And people believe a whole bunch of stuff, but it very, very rarely is it the truth. I'm not out to bash anybody, so I don't tell my story outwardly to groups of people. But to those who need to know it, absolutely. To those single mothers who are trying to heal while raising children, I know how hard it is and how easy it sounds. For those who are trying to be strong while carrying your own pain, trying to create a peaceful home when you weren't shown what that looks like. Please hear me. Please. If you don't hear nothing else I say. Your children do not need a perfect mother. They need a mother who is willing to grow, y'all. They need a mother who is willing to unlearn and relearn. They need a mother who apologizes when she's wrong. A mother who doesn't stand 10 toes down on, I know everything. And you can't teach me nothing because I'm bigger and you're smaller. I'm older and you're younger. I'm wiser. I'm smarter. I promise you the teacher has to become the student at some point. Even the elderly will tell you that they like to keep young people around because they learn from them. So they can stay in the ropes, in the loop of what's going on today. Okay? They don't want a perfect mother, your children. Your children want someone who keeps learning, who chooses to heal. Okay? Who keeps showing up regardless of what barriers are in front of her. That example is powerful and it means everything to them. I know we get caught up in the hustle and bustle. We gotta work. That's because we was taught that. I can help you unlearn that shit. Because your kids deserve most of your energy. How we gonna pay our bills? I promise you I can teach you a way. It ain't gonna be easy. You know, maybe you won't be able to go get your lashes, but it'll be well worth it. Because the thing that really matters will benefit the most from you skipping that what do y'all go get them done twice a week, 3 times a week, or something like that. All 3 of those hours can go directly to your children doing something free. Keep that $60, $70 in your pocket. Go spend 30 of it on y'all going to eat at a park or something if you want to just spend some money. So this is my invitation to my target audience, because I've already discussed who they are. If you are ready to stop surviving, if you are ready to build a life that reflects peace, confidence, and intentionality, I would be honored to walk alongside you. I most certainly would. Whether you're a teen girl finding your voice, whether you're a young woman discovering your purpose, or a single mother determined to break unhealthy cycles, I did it. I can do it. I can show you. I'll walk hand in hand with you. You tell me what you desire, and I'll help you get there. You tell me your budget, and I'll listen. You tell me your budget, and I ain't never been a person that worried about money ever a day in my life. I got kids to raise. I've been raising these kids. I want you to hear me when I say this. I move when God tell me and how God tell me. So if God tell me, don't take your funds, I won't. Because that's just, I know God got me. Always taking care of me and mine. Not to be worried about. Am I building a business? Absolutely. Would your funds help? Absolutely. Are they necessary? Not necessarily. I could teach you that too. It's called walking in your purpose. And as long as you do so, God will always bless you. Absolutely. I just want you to know that you don't have to do this alone. And I'm here for you. I am here for you. I am here for you. Literally. This is what this is all for. So, if this conversation spoke to you, I would love to invite you to schedule, I'm out of words, y'all, I'm tired. I would love to invite you to schedule a discovery session with me where we'll talk about where you are, where you want to be, and whether trauma coaching is through the IURW enterprise anyway is the right fit for your journey. If it's outside of my wheelhouse, I'll be first to tell you. Maybe not me, but birds of a feather flock together. And although I may not be a fit for you, I may have someone that I can refer you to. So I want you to know that you can find the link in my bio or in the description below. Okay? What I'm going to do is, instead of putting a link or in the description, what I'm going to do is, because I'm still building my website, that's why I'm tired, y'all. I done created a journal. I'm working, actually editing another journal. Oh, and I have kids to raise, and I'm working a job is to fund this business that I'm creating for a legacy. You understand? Because the whole idea is for my children to have a better life than I did. Like, the struggle got to be gone. And so far, so good. They're spoiled rotten. Not rotten, but they're spoiled. They are, all 6 of them. But I am going to put my WhatsApp number in the description. And if you are interested, I want you to text me first, because come on, let's be real. I don't have time to be answering every call that comes through my phone. So yes, I do vet the calls. So text me first. When you text me, we're going to chit chat real quick. I'm going to call you. It will behoove you to let me know that you are communicating, you are contacting me for the IURW community. IURW community. Put that in the subject line. IURW community. I'm going to make sure that I put that in the description too. So y'all pay attention to the description, right? I'm going to put my WhatsApp number in the description. If you're interested in the services, like I said, it's just going to be a real quick discovery session where we see if I am a good fit for you, if where you are and where you want to be, if I can help you get there. If I can't, I'm pretty sure I have someone to refer you to. I'm not going to take on more than I can chew, and I'm not going to pretend like I know everything, because that is not the case. This is not the case. And if you know somebody who needs this message, share it with them. Don't gatekeep. What sense does that make? Maybe you already got a coach and you just don't want your friend going to your coach because you don't want to mix the two. Your prerogative. Get it, got it. Share it with them. Sometimes one conversation can become the beginning of an entirely different lifetime. Like an entirely different lifetime. So remember this: your story is real, your pain is valid, but your past does not have to be your future. Your past does not even have to write your future. You deserve peace and you deserve healing. Most certainly. You deserve to become the person that you were created to be. Okay? You deserve to become the person that you was created to be. So, until the next time, guys, continue becoming. And thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Build the person, okay? Steward the process. You hear me? Leave the legacy. I'm April Harris, founder of IURW Enterprise. And I'll see you in the next conversation.